Haters gonna hate when it comes to transgender.
What is a drone dildo?
Could marijuana cure opiate addicts?
Shake it if you got it.
It's lighting up now. With like some Mais.
Welcome to Lighten Up Maui.
I'm Lex.
And I'm Mais.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
You got a little something on avocado?
I figured out a way to ripen your avocado. When you get a Hard Rock avocado, Huffington Post has found that you can ripen it in 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
10 minutes. You wrap it in tinfoil, you put it on a baking sheet, and put it in the oven for 10 minutes, sorry.
Not
10
20.
minutes, not 20, at 200 degrees Fahrenheit.
And it
Celsius.
ripens it up.
It ripens it up.
And it's perfect for guac.
Yep, you just keep it in there until you feel like it's soft enough. Maybe it's a little over 10 minutes. Who knows? Depending on sea level, it probably differs. Thank you, Huffington Post. Now I can make the perfect guacamole for Cinco de Mayo.
Yay. I got a lovely slow cooker barbacoa taco recipe.
It smells so good.
I have actually been really on the slow cooker lately. Okay, so this takes a beef roast of your choice, whatever roast you'd like to use. You make a paste out of, let me tell you, 6 cloves of garlic because garlic is good. Okay, you got chipotle peppers and adobo sauce, lime juice, cumin, chili powder, garlic salt, dried oregano, 1 bay leaf, beef broth, and Mexican beer.
Let me tell you, this has been smelling good all night and all morning long.
It's good. So first you make just the paste without the liquid, and you just blend that in whatever, blender you have. I used the Magic Bullet because that goddamn thing is awesome. Then you'd put half the paste on one side of your roast, half the paste on the other side of your roast. Then you put the 6 ounces of beer. Don't get it on the roast so all the paste comes off, so pour it around it. And the 6 ounces of beef broth. Then you cook that for 8 to 10 hours. Voila! You got the most delicious tacos. A taco?
I can't wait to eat it.
I guess we should just go ahead into snooze.
Let's just switch into snooze gear.
Welcome to snooze. First topic, dildo.
I can't wait.
So imagine a drone with a big dildo on it.
Just flying into your vagina?
Yeah, just like, I'm assuming you have a remote control and you just fly that drone bitch right in to your vagina, and then it's it's vibrating and giving you all the pleasures while leaving you hands-free to hold your phone and record it for your dirty lover.
Okay.
Okay.
Where are the propellers?
On top. So it's
where are those at, though, as far as, getting in
there?
retrospect with your legs? How wide are you having to spread your legs for the drone to fly into your vagina?
I'm going with really wide. Or
I don't know if I'd be able to concentrate.
maybe doggy style only.
I'd be really worried about the propellers.
Okay, but honestly, that's not true. There's a dildo drone. It's just a joke. But if you get on HuffingtonPost.com and there is a picture and a whole YouTube video on this dildo drone.
What, is for real a joke?
Yes!
Is that a real thing?
It's not.
April Fool's is over, silly.
I'm sorry, but it was so funny because I read the whole article and I was actually interested. And I said and then at the very end, it was in our world, it's real, but in the real world, it's just a funny joke that this guy, his name's Mike something, I can't remember his last name, but he has been doing a lot of these kind of prank videos, and they're really funny. So anyways, you can see the dildo drone on YouTube.
Oh my gosh. I'm sort of glad it's not a real thing.
It's not.
I feel like that was an accident waiting to happen.
I'm sure there's
several of them.
Be some freaky people. It could work
as
doggy
well
style.
A robot penis.
What?
Weird.
You never need a man again. Or whatever.
Whatever. So some pictures have been circulating the internet since Sunday.
Oh, really?
And it's of a much blonder, much wider Lil' Kim.
Lil' Kim? I love her and her dirty-ass lyrics.
I have never felt like I would be able to pick her out of a lineup. I feel like every time I see her, she looks different.
She does.
Is that Lil' Kim?
She's like Lady Gaga.
That is Lil' Kim. Oh, okay.
You know how Lady Gaga is always doing all this creative weird stuff?
Yeah.
Similar.
Except for she's actually physically doing it to her face and her body.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got cheek implants, tit implants, butt implants.
She
Let's
must
be
be
honest,
from
everyone.
California. I mean,
She's not. She's on the East Coast, isn't she?
I don't know. Oh, yeah,
She blames
would
all
be.
of her image changing on the different relationships that she's been in her past, which I understand that, low self-esteem or whatever, but it
Why would Lil' Kim have low self-esteem?
apparently she's having an issue with being that everyone wants to be white and white is pretty or something.
So she
Which is
turned
weird
white.
because all of us white folk want to be brown. So it's
We're
like,
getting tans.
it's one of those grass is greener, I think, kind of things, But apparently she's not the only performer that has wanted to whiten their skin and has. There's Michael Jackson.
Apparently, he
He
had a
changed
pigment
his
issue.
image. Yeah. Well,
Anyways, I love Michael Jackson.
since 1999, that chick's been changing.
So are
And
you
now
saying?
she's bleached her skin, apparently.
So is she an
I saw the
African American woman or is she a
is-
white woman?
No, I think she's an African American woman.
Okay, but she has
Because in
turned whiter and
in
whiter.
her very early years, when she launched her first album, this is back in the 1980s,
Mm-hmm.
she was very, larger nose, dark skin. And now her nose is very thin and pointy, and she's very white.
When you got money, you get a nose job.
Her
It seems
cheeks
like that's
have
like one
changed
of the
too.
best things.
Her face was more round, and now it's more like this. But it's like she hasn't taken her cheeks or her jawline out. She's just raised her cheeks out, so it's like it's very interesting.
It's kind of sad.
It is sad.
It's sad to not love yourself enough that you go and spend all your money on stupid shit like that when other people can't feed themselves and they're starving. But go ahead and change your skin white.
Anyways, Lil' Kim.
I read this article that was really, I thought it, it was funny because the title was Stop Using Your Children as an Excuse to Be a Hateful Human Being. And it was all about this Target boycott because of they decided that transgender people can just use whatever bathroom they identify with, which makes sense to me.
It makes sense to me.
But so there's all these people that are like, I'm not using Target anymore because they're like fear mongering. They're like, transgender people are rapists. Oh, this man is pretending to be a woman so he can go into the bathroom and rape you. That is rude.
It is rude. Pee
That
at
is
home.
rude.
Those people need to pee at home.
You know what? That's a good point. If you don't
Because
want,
honestly, a man could sneak into the women's bathroom anyways.
there's not like
I
a
want you
guard
to know
there.
that when I was a child, a man did sneak into the bathroom at a park I was at one
Was
time.
he dressed as a woman, as a transgender?
No, he wasn't. He was dressed as a
wasn't.
man. And you know what? His plans were to do not good things.
It's a good thing he escaped.
Intuition. Motherfucker.
What I'm saying is why is this even an issue? There has been,
don't
I mean,
know.
why at this time even? Like, that people are, raising up and being like, oh, these people, what, you have to segregate them? They need to be in their own weirdy new bathroom? It makes no sense to me.
And what? Then that's so much money wasted just like building a new
It's
bathroom?
rude.
I mean, I don't
There
think...
are a lot of transgender that do not look like their opposite sex. They
And
have changed
how would
so
you
much.
even regulate that anyways? Like they're wearing a button that says I'm actually a man.
Oh my gosh. It's rude for
feel like if
people
people
to
are-
put fear in other people about their daughters being raped in the bathroom. That is a little overboard. That is just segregating all these people to be rapists. Oh, if you decided to be a woman, even though you're a man, you must be a rapist? That's
I feel
fucked
like
up.
the chance is out there anyways. And also these people are identifying as this other gender. So,
Why would
They-
you be wearing a dress and go into the men's bathroom?
right.
That makes no sense. Why would you be a man, dressed as a man going into the women's bathroom?
It's change. People just have a fear of change.
It's, people have a fear of being able just to love people and let them be who they are. Okay? If your religion tells you to hate on people or you're sitting there hating on people being like, let's kill them, then you should go look in the mirror and give yourself a swift, hard, strong slap in your face.
Or hold your head up high and blow your brains out, as the Bloodhound Gang has told you to do.
Thank you, Bloodhound Gang. Either way. I'm not promoting violence unless you're violating yourself. Blowing your own brains out or slapping your own self, please. But honestly, that topic of the bathroom use is so pathetic considering all the really big issues around the world. That isn't a non-issue. I mean, if you're wasting your time making that an issue for yourself, that's why you should slap yourself. Because there are actual real issues. Hunger, death, children being actually abused by uncles, fathers, stepfathers, that's an actual problem. Okay? A bathroom is not.
Everyone's got to pee and poop.
I'm going to go into Target today and buy some stuff in there.
I like Target. Target's one of my favorite big corporations. Target and
They're
Costco.
the best.
They're doing pretty good.
Thank you, Target.
So on a sadder note, even more sad, we lost a superstar this last week. Or last month, whatever it is.
I love Prince.
Like others that have passed along the way, it's going to take, months, if not years, to find out what he died from.
Well, it said he was sick from the flu.
Yeah, the flu. But that wasn't
flu's
necessarily...
a killer.
Well,
I mean, it's never killed me.
What it had killed him. You never know.
Some people are like, it's drugs or whatever.
The flu can mean anything.
Yeah, that's true.
But in trying to research Prince and find some stuff out about his death or whatever, I didn't realize that he lived in Minnesota. Well, one of his houses, I'm sure.
I didn't either.
But yeah, I feel like he was one that he did live a pretty private life.
Yeah, he wasn't an
The only
artist that
times you
was
ever saw him was when
flamboyant.
he was out performing.
Yeah, he wasn't like a Kardashian. Like I think
There was never any like
all my drama.
conspiracies or weird shit going on.
Yeah,
Anyways.
you're right.
So in researching him, I looked into a lot of it. I was listening to all of his music videos and watching him or whatever. And I realized some funny lines that he says in his songs that I never realized before. So I'm going to tell you 6 of them.
The lyrics.
One is, she had a pocket full of horses, Trojans, some of them used.
Ooh, the condom.
That one's Little Red Corvette.
Ooh.
Here's the second one. Pussy got bank in her pockets before she got dick in her drawers.
Ooh, he was
That
sexual.
one's pussy control.
Sexual being that Prince.
Number 3. Look here, Marcia. I'm not saying this just to be nasty. I sincerely want to fuck the taste out of your mouth. Can you relate? That one's Let's Pretend We're Married. Much different from Bruno Mars' version of...
Hold on while I fan myself off.
Number 4. And we will see a plague and a river of blood, and every soul will surely die in spite of, and 7 tears, but do not fear. And that's 7, which I do love that song so much.
It's a great song.
It's a very dark line, though. Number 5, met her in a hotel lobby, masturbating to a magazine. Darling Nikki. Thought you would guess that.
No, I didn't.
And number 6, Cream, Get on Top. That one's called Cream. A lyrical and musical genius.
This guy.
Rest in peace, Prince.
I
or
love you,
the sign
Prince.
formerly known as Prince.
Prince. This next article that I read was by Alexis Soster. Ooh, nice name. Right? Anyways. Could be true that marijuana is helping opiate addicts become not opiate addicts.
I disagree.
Now, scientists and doctors disagree as well because there has not been enough research done on this topic. But the people who are opiate addicts have said that it helped them get off the opiates.
I hope so. I mean, marijuana cures many things.
I'm just saying,
opiates
marijuana strikes
ruin
again.
And many things.
There's so many reasons to be a stoner, and this is another one. I mean, it's worked for some people. It might just work for you. But in my opinion, opiate addicts are fucked. They really are. They're fucked forever.
Yeah, they really are.
You better hide your kids and hide your wife.
Hide your husbands do.
Well, that's all I got for snooze.
All right, well,
See you forget stupid.
see you then.
It's like nuts.
Welcome to Snooze. We are channeling our Prince right now. Our dollar store finds. Actually, not dollar store. It's called Savers, and it's a lot of dollars. It's a lot of dollar
Savers
store.
is a little expensive.
It is, but they've got
For a
good
second.
stuff.
They do.
I feel like I always find stuff.
Me too. I mean, I really do. Sometimes I find things that I wear out to actual events.
Raspberry Beret came on while we were shopping for
I
our
was-
Prince outfits.
Literally looking for a raspberry beret.
He knew we were shopping for him.
Thanks, Prince.
I would love to talk about the Game of Thrones.
But don't.
However, someone has not watched it yet.
I want to binge watch Game of Thrones. I don't want to watch one at a time. I just don't like that.
So plug your ears.
No.
Just kidding.
No.
For those of you who have seen it, you understand the pain I'm going through in this household.
She really wants to talk to me about it. Several people at work want to talk about it too, and I'm like, shh.
But for reals,
Riot.
it's so good.
I can't wait to see it. There's apparently a great cliffhanger. Something bad, crazy happens.
If you haven't watched it yet, do it already. It's fucking amazing.
Or be
You're
smart.
killing your friends.
Be smart and wait for 3 or more to come out so you can just
How
watch
can
them in
you
one
even
day.
get on social media? I went on several social media sites, you know, that I...
If it says Game of Thrones, I just scroll right past it. I don't even try to look at it. I'm just like, nope, not
I
today.
can do it. I don't know how you can do it.
Not today, guys. Not
Also,
today.
if you're a Silicon Valley fan, they
What's that?
came out with their season premiere.
What's Silicon Valley?
I don't think that that's something that you watch either. It's a very nerdy, techie show.
I
He
might
comes
like
up with
that.
an app.
Ooh, what kind of
It's
app?
called Pied Piper. It's more of like a streaming app, and so it's like doubling the streaming time, you know, where everything's like solidly not having like an interruption or whatnot.
No buffer.
Yeah. But anyways, it's fucking hilarious. And their season premiere is out. And it's funny. So watch that too. I fucking love that nerd show. It's great.
Silicon Valley. I'm going to check it out.
We also watched Daddy's Home.
Oh my gosh. That was so...
It stars Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg. Marky Mark.
I did notice that Mark Wahlberg is getting a little older these days.
Oh yeah, not as hot.
I mean, he's still pretty hot for our
He's
age.
still pretty hot.
But like my daughter wouldn't be looking at him being like, ooh, he's such a hot guy.
No,
like I did
unless
when I was
unless it was like me and John Travolta, where you fall in love with them in Greece, and then it doesn't matter what the fuck they look like.
I'm always going to be in love with Marky Mark for the rest
I'm
of my
always
life.
going to be in love with John Travolta, even though he's gay,
Well, allegedly.
allegedly.
He's married.
Not to me.
We're not starting any rumors, John.
Anyways, this Daddy's Home is a nice family movie. You can watch with your kids.
Might
It's
as well.
still pretty funny. A little outlandish because Will Ferrell's in it, so you know something weird's going to happen. There's going to be some frustrating things, but
Although Will Ferrell is playing the same character he plays in every single one of his movies. Pretty much.
pretty much.
So you know
But
what to expect there.
It's a win-win.
I thought it was pretty good. I mean, it was pretty good as though I like took a break to talk to my friend on the phone and came back to it. So it wasn't like so engaging that I silenced the phone.
Right.
But, you know, the kids liked it.
Well, that's good.
I have not been getting stupid. I have been gardening because it's garden season. And I got a couple of different great things for your garden. Number one, hold please.
It's great having a wife that gardens.
Yes.
I can just be the wife that buys the things to garden and
I
then
like it.
eats the things that gets gardened.
This is my new favorite thing. This is what my green beans will be growing up. My cucumbers will be growing up. So instead of the standard, wooden trellis, it's growing up in a spiral. You know, if you want to get your garden funkier this
It's
year.
a bit dolphin phallic.
Alpacas also have a penis that looks exactly like this.
Huh. A phallic lattice.
It's a lattice. Also, I've been using Epsom salts for gardening. The Epsom salt has something that most soils is lacking, and that's magnesium.
Now, does this have soil mixed into it?
No.
Or is it just Epsom salt?
It's just Epsom salt.
So is it the same kind I can put in my bath?
I'm going with yes. But this one says...
So you paid $5 more for having vegetables on it?
I think it might have been cheaper.
Oh, well.
Cheaper for the garden Epsom salts than the one you put in your bath. Anyways, I just got this from, Home Depot or whatever. All you have to do really is for tomatoes, you just put that right in the soil, right by the base, and just clod in with your hand into the soil. With other fruits and vegetables, though, you actually put a tablespoon in a gallon of water, and then you just pour about a tablespoon at the base of the plant. And you only do that every 2 weeks until it starts blooming and producing fruit, and then it no longer needs the actual Epsom salt anymore. So that was a great thing.
That sounds good. I'm going to use it for some of my baths.
Speaking of magnesium, plants are not the only things that need magnesium. So do humans.
We just started using this together.
I got this stuff from a friend that recommended it to me. It's a sprayable skin lotion that has magnesium in it. So instead, you know how you get all caught up on taking so many supplements? Like you're sitting there taking like all sorts of different ones. This one I think is good because it can actually go through your skin. You just put it in a spray bottle and just spray it right on this. Well, you spray it in your hand and then rub it on like lotion or oil because it's like oily based.
I've only been putting it in a couple of different places, though. I haven't been using it all over my body. Am I supposed to?
Oh, I think you can, yeah.
Oh, it kind of leaves me a little itchy and has a weird residue. But
it does.
That means it's working.
I like it's science. I like using mine before bed instead of throughout the day because it does have like a little bit of oily residue. So here's a couple of reasons why magnesium is good for you. It's good for cramps. So if you spray it, like let's say you're having your moon, you spray it right here on where your uterus would be, rub that right in, helps with the old crampies. My friend told me that since she's been using the magnesium, her gray hairs have actually started turning back.
I'm excited to see that happen.
She has been using it for a year or more, so, you know, she's put some dedication in that. But she says, I swear to God, the root of the gray hair is growing back brown. Isn't that amazing?
That is.
She showed me one, and it truly
And
was.
isn't it supposed to help wrinkles?
Yes, it's good
That's
for
what I'm
wrinkles. Also, it's good for people who have constipation, so it helps get the poop going. It's good for healthy bones. You're supposed to use magnesium and calcium together for the healthy bones so you don't get osteoporosis when you get old as shit in the future. Also, it protects the blood vessels, and it gives you extra added energy, you know, when the coffee wears off.
I believe that you told me that it also helps cellulite.
Yes, the cellulite, like if you put it on your botte.
These are things I was sold on. Wrinkles, gray hair, cellulite. Boom. Sold.
She doesn't care about her fucking bones. Who does?
Science still deliver.
So if you want to get some of this, the sprayable magnesium, they actually have the website right here. It's magnesiumdirect.com. So, and this, it doesn't even expire until July 2019.
Wow. 3 years of magnesium.
There you go.
Well, for Urban Dictionary this week, Bitmoji came out with a new one. And to be completely honest, I didn't know what the fuck it meant. It was my avatar holding a sign that said NSFW.
I didn't know what the fuck that meant either.
I know why I didn't know what that meant.
Why?
Because I work at a bar. Everything is safe for work.
Oh.
I could read any sort of weird shit, see any weird picture, and I would
Nobody would
share
care.
with all my patrons, and everyone would love it.
I could not do
And
that.
we would
at my
all be
job.
laughing.
I work with some real squares.
The abbreviation is NSFW,
NSFW.
which means not safe for work, used as a warning tag for overpaid workers who can browse the internet at work just as long as it doesn't involve swearing or nudity.
I always thought that the internet was not appropriate for work for most people who get paid by the hour.
Right.
Okay.
So, this is the sentence in Urban Dictionary. Tim got fired for looking at NSFW barnyard porn on the job and not alt-tabbing to his online gambling site fast enough when the boss came around to socialize about the game last night.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, corporate America. You're
I don't
silly.
understand it.
Lex and Mace now. It's lighten up with Lex and Mace now.
Thanks for tuning in. That's the end of our show.
But not the end of us. We'll be back in a couple weeks.
Of course.
Happy Mother's Day to all those of you that pushed a child out of your uterus.
You deserve a foot rub.
Yes, and if your kids are not good at it, there are YouTubes that they can check out to be great at it.
Make sure they watch those.
Rest in peace, Prince.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Good talk.
Yay!
It's lighten up. Lighten up with Lex and Mace.